this up in the next 2 hours. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. I might have to go a little long, or I might have to do a third build stream. But nice to see y'all getting acquainted in the live chat there. I am plugging away. We are, see, look at this. We're only 2 bags in of 7, but we're more than a third of the way through the build. So I don't know. I think maybe I could do it. We'll see. All right. We've got some pins, a lift arm. The Technic pin half with a stud is one of my favorite elements. I love it. I've talked over and over again over the last couple of days about how much I enjoy integrating Technic with system. And that half Technic pin with a stud is one really easy way to do it. Brickham's Den is back. Welcome back, Brickham's Den. Brickham's Den. Brick. All right. In part 1, I had spent a little bit of time beatboxing. So if you stick around long enough in part 2, you might get to enjoy a little bit more. Unless you don't enjoy that kind of thing, in which case you'll have to endure it. Cowboy Cornado is with us. Welcome. Thanks for being with us. Howdy, howdy. It's great to see you. Yeah, Classic Brick says, and we're back after that long commercial. Yeah, kind of like that. It was an interlude. I had a tasty lunch. Danny and I decided to go out for lunch. We went to Gresham Burrito. It is very tasty and incredibly affordable for what you get. We're going to go to Yuli's taco, what do they call it? Taco stand, taco bar. And they don't open till 4. So it's like, what's up with that? I remember I used to go there and get lunch. So maybe it's a thing since quarantine. Maybe they haven't reopened to their full hours. If you don't live around here, then you don't have any reason to know about those places, but I think they're great. Jordy brought in a big skeleton that she made at school today out of paper and like brads, and it's got like all the different parts of the skeleton labeled. And she said, here's a skeleton I made today, and I don't know what her name is, but it might be Barbara. So I immediately sang, Barbara skeleton, skeleton. And if you know that reference, it's not skeleton. I changed a word. Doc Sampson is with us. Heyo, Doc. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're making it happen here on Boone Builds in the afternoon. I have to open the door to get this door jam on, it looks like. Barbara the Skeleton, yeah. 36 Bricks says, happy soon to be Halloween, everyone. Happy Halloween, everybody. It's going to be awesome. Is anybody dressing up? Something's wrong. Oh, no. We're good. This is just an awkward thing, as is often the case in Technic builds. Let's see here. There it is. A lot of like lining stuff up that doesn't always enjoy lining up easily on its own. The Brick Biome is here. Hi, Brick Biome. Hello, Luke. Welcome back. Thanks for coming. Hey, this piece is new to me. I don't know how long it's been around. I'm not going to say it's like brand new, but it is new to me. It's sort of this shape, and it is a full lift arm wide. So I'm familiar with a shape that's like this, but I think it's 4x3 and has a curve. But the one that I'm most familiar with is like a half wide. And this is a full. Doc says, I will wear a costume to hand out candy, but on a Sunday with school on Monday, didn't expect many treaters. Ah, yeah, okay. Classic Brick says, like a shoe almost. Yeah, it is kind of almost like a shoe. Could be a shoe for like a little cartoon character or something like that. Tan Jam says, think that's new for 2021. I first saw it at the little $40 excavator. Yep. Cool. This is another cool piece. This is an old Technic piece, but I like it a lot. It's got like 1.5 length axle on there. So it's kind of useful for doing some specific things when you just need like a specific spacing. Brickham's Den. I'll probably don the earlier the yearly, sorry, I will probably don the yearly medieval knight costume. The kids have very sweet and creepy costumes themselves. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, ours too. I helped my 6-year-old make a Mary Poppins costume. And I 3D printed the parrot head for the umbrella, and then I just like tore the umbrella handle, like I just pulled it off of the stick, and 3D printed the parrot umbrella handle, and hand painted it, and then I actually just was outside a few minutes ago clear coating it, and now it occurs to me I should have brought it in before I started streaming because it could rain. But maybe I'll send Danny a message or something. Okay. That's interesting. They're doing some interesting stuff here with like there needs to be space, but they're not putting bushings in. So that's a little bit interesting to me. So here's one. You can see that little bit of yellow axle right there. Not used to it. The Brick Biome says, how is your ideas project? I supported. Thanks. We talked about it a little bit in part 1 of this build. It is almost to 5,000. And when I say almost to 5,000, I think I mean like within a dozen votes that I need to get to the 5,000. And then if I hit 5,000, I will. Something's wrong here. Nope, it's good. If I get to the 5,000, I'll get an extra 6 months. That'll leave me with almost a year left to get on. Jesse Robbins says, that's awesome. Mad skills. Can we see it? Yeah, you probably could. You want to see the. Let me see if I can show it quickly. I don't want to spend too much time, but because this stream has nothing to do with Mary Poppins, but I will show, since I'm talking about it, I'll show the. Can you see that? So that's the. Here, I'll swap, and we'll do this one. So that's the Mary Poppins handle that I 3D printed and painted, and I just got over to do a clear coat on it. I mean, it's not perfect. It's for a child's Halloween costume, so I think it's pretty darn good. And there you go. That was that. I'm going to get rid of this. Boom. Let's get back to the build. Here we go. Luke S. is back with us. Jake Sadovich is with us. And yeah, so as soon as I'm done with this stream, I'll probably go inside and glue that parrot head onto the shaft of the umbrella. And she's pretty excited about that. I think the whole costume when it comes together is going to be really cute. Might post those on Instagram if you follow me on Instagram. Yeah, no problem, Jesse. Oh, Jake says I'm at 5,003. So I just hit the 5,000 mark today because when I looked earlier, I guess it probably pays to talk about it in streams because it's been creeping up like a couple votes a day for the last couple days. And then I think so if I'm at 5,003 right now, then I'm probably it must have jumped up like 15 in the last few hours. Brett Hooper is with us. Hoopa. I've known Brett for a number of years. I didn't start saying Hoopa until I heard Jeff McElwee do it like a year ago. So we are having fun. Everybody say hi to Brett. Okay, here's something I thought about in the first half of this build. We've got the moving pistons, and then we've got a couple of interesting ways to activate light bricks. And I saw some people who were kind of disappointed in like, who cares about light bricks? Why do we need light bricks in a Technic set? But they've done a great job of integrating them in a way that it's not just fluff. It's actually each one is a different sort of unique kind of lesson in integrating play features. And I think they're unique. I think they're original. I would certainly say that the integration of light bricks in this Technic set adds, it does not detract. King Hoopa. Yep. All right, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing now? We got people probably just, some of you just getting off work. Some of you still at work. Don't get fired if you're watching me at work. Did you get out of school? Who's got fun plans for the weekend? Everybody has fun plans for the weekend. We got some cool pipes. Noise. That's cool. And I was supposed to build 2 of those. The ×2 got me again, y'all. Got me again. I got gotten by the ×2. Jesse says I was wondering the same thing. Brett Hooper, what number of Batmobiles is this in your collection? I don't know, 20 something, maybe close to 30. I don't have them all. I think I'm gonna give some away. I don't know. I don't think I'm ever gonna have them all. Talked a little bit about the challenges of navigating, just the ownership of stuff in the previous challenge. Sorry, not the previous challenge, but the previous live build. And I just decided that like I don't like them all. And so why should I have the ones I don't like taking up room in my studio just because I'm attempting to get all the Batmobiles? I don't think I'm going to do it anymore. I don't think I'm going to do it. Yeah, Tangem says the worst is when the ×2 spans like 3 pages and you don't see it until the end. Yes. Jesse says, what, there are that many? Oh, there are more. I only have 1 tumbler, and there's probably like, I bet there's been at least 5 or 7 tumblers at this point, and I only have 1 of those. I have pretty much all of the other like minifig set style Batmobiles that have ever been released. I have the very big first one that was like the Ultimate Collector's Batmobile, but it wasn't branded UCS, but it did say like Ultimate Collector Edition or something like that. I've got that one. I really like that one. I'm done with bag 3. That makes me feel good because we're only 15 minutes into this stream, but I started bag 3 at the end of part 1. So the brick biome has to go. Are you saying bye to us or are you saying bye to someone else? Bye, brick biome. brick biome, bi is actually built into your name. So I feel like it's a little bit redundant to say like bi brick biome. do 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 do. Bum, 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 bum. Cool. Jesse says, I agree. You can't have everything. And why have something you don't like, especially in a tight space? Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I've got a nice amount of space here, but it's not unlimited space. You know, I think I've got like, this is like a 19 by 19 space. It's not a, it's not a 1200 square foot space, right? So, yeah, that's my philosophy too. I used to be a huge collector. I used to love looking for stuff. I used to love buying stuff, and I would hold on to stuff. I would find a cool place to set it on the shelf, and then I would never touch it again. And I began to realize, I don't know. For me, I would just rather have the space to keep bringing stuff. I like to bring stuff in and out of my life. It's like I can have it for a while, I can enjoy it, and then I can feel perfectly fine about letting it move on. 36 Bricks says, saw some pics of this. It does not even look like a Batmobile. No, I don't think the real car looks like a Batmobile. I was talking about this in the first stream. To me, it looks like a Mad Max car. Or, some sort of Knight Rider car. But cooler than Knight Rider, although Knight Rider, Kit from Knight Rider is a very cool car, but it's also kind of like very 80s. This is edgier than that, right? But yeah, it's like the kind of car that could be a lot of things, and in this movie it just happens to be a Batmobile. And I like it. I like it better than the Tumbler as a Batmobile. And again, I do not dislike the Tumbler. It's just, I don't know. It's just not my favorite Batmobile. Come on. These Technic pins. Brett, you feel me, right? Putting on a bunch of Technic pins. Mad Max, Knight Rider, car from Ghost Rider. Yep. You're on the right track there with that. My phone just blinged, which means Danny sent me a text message. My phone only makes a noise when my wife sends me a message. So maybe I should pull it out of my pocket and see what's up. It may have been to someone else and myself. But there's another one. I'm just going to see. I'm going to put this piece on, and then I'm going to check and see if she needs something from me or if it's... it's someone else. Okay. Trevor Baker's back. Trevor says, I'm liking the new Batmobile. Awesome. Me too. I am digging it. I'm interested in this new Batman movie. I mean, I'm interested in every Batman movie because I love Batman. I love the car. If the car has some cool things to do, then man, yeah, I'm gonna be wanting to do it. Jesse says Saturn V is a great model to build again. I've got the Saturn V sitting right back here, and I've never built it, so maybe I should do that soon. I wonder how long it would take to build the Saturn V. How many pieces does it have? Does it have like 2,500 pieces or something like that? Oh no, it's 19. It's like 1969, right? It's got 1,969 pieces, or whatever year it was. I think it was 1969 that Apollo went to the moon. That means that it maybe could be done in a 4-hour stream or 2-hour streams. Trevor says, I've got a sneaky feeling it's going to be a good film. Really? Okay. I hope so. I hope so too. I feel like my throat is pretty dry today, probably from all that time of talking earlier. No way. We landed on the moon. What? Jam. 36 Brick says, not sure about Robert Pattinson as Batman. I just don't see it. But we'll still see the movie and wait till after I see the movie to place judgment. I like it. I like that, 36 Bricks. Listen, I feel like a lot of movies have been doomed because people wanted to judge them before they even came out. I won't say any more about that, but that's my stance, and I like it. All right, I don't know what's going on with this conversation over here, but I'm going to ignore it for now. It's a conversation that three of us have. A friend and Danny and I have a text thread that is going quite often. And so when Danny responds to that text thread, I get the same bling that I get when she, just texts me directly. Everyone else is silent. That's why if you message me somewhere and you don't hear back from me for a while, it's because I don't get notifications. All right. Putting in these half pins with the stud. I was building a mock with Brett and Mark some years ago. We were working on the stacks from Ready Player One, and this is before the movie came out. We had read the book and we were like, oh my gosh, this sounds cool. So I particularly thought Mark would like it because it was just kind of in the genre of kind of dystopian, post-apocalyptic stuff he likes to build. And so I said, hey, listen to this book. And I pulled up like some concept art of the thing. I was like, we should build this together. And then Mark started listening to the book. Brett, did you listen to the book? I don't know. I think maybe Brett listened to the book, and we built the stacks. And from there, it was during that project that I really came to love this half Technic pin with a stud, because I wanted to incorporate, a lot of different types of details, but I was using Technic beams and bricks to achieve like some of the structural integrity of the stacks. And then being able to use those half pins really helped me achieve the kind of details I wanted. And that was the first time I used that particular element as heavily as I did on that project. And I've loved them ever since. And I can never seem to keep enough around. I should probably just order them every now and then. Ready Player One was awesome. They should have Ready Player Two. Somebody said something about 2. I thought somebody said, did you hear about 2 yet? To be honest, I'm more of a Marvel guy than DC, but I'm looking forward to the movie, 36 Bricks says. Yeah. Well, here's the deal. I was always a bigger DC fan, through like my childhood in the 80s and then through the 90s. And it really wasn't until the MCU that I even started caring about Marvel. And then it was sort of like, what was the one before Endgame? Infinity War. It was around like Ragnarok, Infinity War that I like really got into it. And then I watched a number of a number of the films that I hadn't seen yet that I wanted to see to kind of like fill in gaps before seeing Endgame. And I had seen Infinity War. But anyway, before that, I really didn't care about Marvel. I remember when I was a kid, like there was a Spider-Man cartoon that was kind of when I was an older kid. There was a Spider-Man cartoon that a lot of people liked. And when I was a bit younger, there was an X-Men cartoon that people really liked. So those were big. When I was younger, let's see. Batman the Animated Series didn't come out until 93. I really liked it, but I suppose I liked it a lot more than I liked the Spider-Man or X-Men. So I was just never like crazy into Marvel, but I do enjoy it much more now. Oh, there's a terrible glare on my page. Yeah, 36 Bricks says I was originally X-Men more than Avengers. Actually, now that you say that, I remember like X-Men was coming out when I was in high school and college, and I really dug all those X-Men movies. And one of the more recent ones, I think Days of Future Past, I don't know, that probably came out 5 years ago or maybe even more. That one was but let me go back. The very first X-Men movie just blew me away. I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's like a new level of superhero filmmaking with that." And then I feel like I remember the third one being really good too. And then I thought Days of Future Past was incredible. And I thought that Logan one was pretty good too. I really like movies where they mess with time. That's always been fun for me. When I was a kid, man, Back to the Future, sheesh. Give me a break. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so incredible. Wolverine and His Amazing Friends. I'm talking, I was into X-Men in the 90s as a kid. The cartoon was awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Yep. I remember people thought the cartoon was awesome. I remember I had a bunch of friends who had a bunch of the action figures. I had a Wolverine action figure. For one Christmas, I asked for a Wolverine action figure and the Wolverine like stunt cycle or whatever they called it. And I really liked that, but it was the only X-Men thing I had. Excuse the yawn. And I'm trying to think of why. Why was it the only one I had? I think because Wolverine was the only one I thought was cool. So I didn't care to have anybody else. But I had that Wolverine um as an action figure. And it might have been during a little lull in Batman toys. Maybe like between Batman Returns and Batman Forever or something like that. It was like maybe a little lull because I was like, oh, he's got these ears. I could sort of pretend he's like a Batman. I'll be honest, that's how it went down. I thought he was cool as Wolverine, but I didn't follow the stories or anything. So, yerp. Do. Jeff says that was every X-Men movie. I was a Fantastic Four kid. I have most of the run. The other thing I love about those X-Men movies, these two moments, and I've talked about them before, but it's when Quicksilver shows up in the X-Men movies. The Peter, what's his name in real life? Anyway, I thought those sequences, the one in Days of Future Past where they play Jim Croce, or Jim Croce, If I Had Time in a Bottle, they play that song and he's running around and they're in the kitchen and they're shooting and it's all slow-mo and the fire, the fire prevention sprinklers come on and it's all in slow-mo, and then the Jim Croce song comes on and it's just this slow-mo scene where like Quicksilver can run around and do all the stuff. And then I think there was another in one of the later movies, he does it again where he shows up at Xavier's place and like they're having school there and like all the teenagers are there. And he gets out of a car and it slows down and they show this like bumblebee like go into slow motion and they start playing Eurythmics' Sweet Dreams. Man, those sequences are so cool to me. I love music. I love how music is used in movies. When I saw Dune, there were two great executions of music in trailers. The trailer for the new, what was it? There was a trailer that had a were there two trailers with Mamas and the Papas songs? I can't remember. I think it might have been two trailers with Mamas and the Papas songs. And one of them was the new Matrix movie, and it's that that White Rabbit song. I'm not gonna be able to think how it goes, but it was an excellent use of songage in a movie trailer. Brick Biome is saying bye to us. Bye, Brick Biome. Yeah, Evan Peters, Tan Jam. You've got it right. Evan Peters. He is hilarious. Oh my gosh, that guy's hilarious. And then when they brought him into, sorry, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but it was great. I was like screaming out loud. If y'all know the thing I'm talking about, when they sort of brought him back, but not in X-Men. I'm trying not to give any spoilers. I lost it. I screamed. And then it didn't end up being what I thought it was going to be. And maybe they'll unpack that a little bit, but I sort of was hoping it was going to be more, more of a like tie between two characters, but I think it ended up just being kind of a nod. At a past thing, but anyway. Yeah, Tangem, it was the Matrix trailer, but there was another one. There was another trailer for a new movie that used a different I think it was All the Leaves Are Brown. No, I don't know. I'll have to ask. My friend Jason was at the movie with me. I'll ask him and I'll try to figure out which. I think I'm building the spoiler. Oh no. No, it's just part of the front end of this vehicle. But yes, the one that I said first was in the Matrix trailer. When the truth is found, that's the one. No, that's not it. That's Don't You Want Somebody to Love. Maybe that was the other song. What's the one? How does it go? Does anybody know the words to that White Rabbit song? I'd sing a little bit if I could think how the words go. Not in a white room, in a white room with black curtains. Is that what you're talking about? All right, now I'm gonna have to look it up. Somebody else, look it up. Tell me what are the first words of that? I think it's Mamas and the Papas, but I think it's maybe just Cass or someone else singing. And I could be totally wrong about who it is. Maybe I'm wrong about the band. But it's like something about the White Rabbit. Oh, this is cool. On a winter's day. No, it's not that one. One pill makes you one pill makes you taller. One pill makes you small. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. What was Jefferson Airplane? That song is Jefferson Airplane? Go ask Alice. I think she'll know. That song is real weird. If you've never heard the like vocal only version of that song on YouTube, you should go look for it because it is haunting. It's like they've just stripped out all of the instruments and it's just a hookah smoking caterpillar. I don't know. I don't know if that's. I'm just trying to read Jesse's words. And you've just had some kind of mushroom and your mind is moving low. It's hard for me to put together the tune and the lyrics when I don't know where we're at in the song. If I could go back to the beginning, or if I had a like a karaoke track or something, I could do it. That's in it. This is pretty cool. I've talked a couple times about how much I love Technic and System together. And here is a pretty great one right here. So we've, whoa, I got too close. So we've got a Technic brick worked in right here and an Erling right there. And this little assembly goes like right on there and the geometry is just perfect. Oh yeah. Feed your head. Feed your head. Thanks for your help with that, folks. It's fun to remember those songs. Anyway, it was great, you know, and because of the connection of the Alice in Wonderland to the kind of original Matrix movie and the imagery, you know, with the white rabbit and all that, I thought it was really great. Favorite Batmobile, real and Lego, 1989. Easy. I don't even have to think about that one. Jonathan Vo says, congrats on 31,000 subscribers. Thank you. Oh, Doc said zoom out. Yeah. There we go. I'm back. I'm thinking too much about singing. Elbow cough. Oh, is that like a sneaky call to subscribe if you're not already subscribed? Yeah. I have been sitting at 31,000 subscribers for a while. Like right around 31.1. 36 Brick says, okay, dude, got to head out. Have a good one. 36. We'll see you later, buddy. Thanks for hanging with us. It's been awesome. Mm-hmm. The further we get on this build, the easier it gets. Because we've already finished like a ton of the most intricate sections of the building here. Stephen Greenwood is in the house. Welcome back, Stephen. Always a pleasure. Thanks for sending me that awesome box. I know I opened it like 2 months later than you sent it, or three months later than you sent it, but I appreciate it nonetheless. I've got your card. I've got your card right here. Look at that. Stephen Greenwood as a Tusken Raider. Sweet. All right. I play a little guitar and accordion. Jesse, I play accordion too. Did you know that? I don't play it well, but I was in a band for a number of years. I think we played for about 6 years. And I played accordion and sang like lead vocals. So we were sort of a folk blues type band. And I played accordion on a handful of our songs, and I sang lead on most of our songs. Danny sang in the band. My friend Jason played bass in the band. I just saw Dune with him last weekend. And I've had Jason on the stream before, so I don't if you've watched like a lot of Boone Builds, you might have seen Jason on the stream before. Who else was in that band? A couple other cool cats. And I played accordion, but it's been a while since I picked up the accordion, to be honest. Jesse says Lego Ideas accordion would be cool. Is there not an accordion on Lego Ideas? Yeah, I should get on that, or you should. Go ask Alice. I think she'd know. And there's a really cool part in that song where it's like, and it just builds and builds. It's a short song though. When you hear it on the radio, it doesn't last long. I did not know that was Jefferson Airplane. Out of your skill range, man. All right. Well, let's see. If there's not an accordion on, and what I hate blabbing things like this. I was gonna say if there's not an accordion on Lego Ideas, we should get it done. Geez, Danny and my friend Tyler are just like texting back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and I don't know what's going on. And it's in the thread that I'm in. It is. Do you hear my phone? Radio version, perhaps? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe it's the radio version that's really short, but it's not even like typical radio version short. It's like even shorter than that. It's like weird. Let me know if you hear my phone when it blings, and maybe I'll try to silence it. Axle plate is here. I like that. Axle plate. Nice. Steven says, I'm so glad you got the package. Also, Brick World Milwaukee was a blast. What happened here? Was a blast, and can't wait to see if you'll make it to Chicago next year. Chicago is definitely on my list. I got to be honest with you, most places are not on my list for 2022, but Chicago is. I'm not 100% sure it's going to happen, but I definitely would like to go. I know a lot of Lego Masters folks are going to Chicago. I know a lot of friends from the interwebs will be in Chicago. But if you're able to come to Bricks Cascade, if it's anywhere near you, or if in March you're like, hey, I got to get myself out there to a Lego convention, you should certainly come to Bricks Cascade. It's here, and it's here in the Portland, Oregon area. And I just think it's great. And I know I'm biased because, well, I live here and it's sort of my home convention, but still, like, I think I can hold a certain level of unbias to kind of like engage, that. But I think you all should come to Bricks Cascade. Come to Bricks Cascade. Go to Bricks Cascade. When it's March of 2022. All right. We're almost done with bag 4. Almost done with bag 4, and it's only 3:45. I think this is going to be the 2-hour build I wanted it to be, or 4-hour build overall. Is don't you want somebody to love the mamas and the papas? When the truth is found to be lies. I think maybe that's why I thought Go Ask Alice was them, because I feel like those two voices, those two songs sound like, in my mind, they have some similarities. But I also don't really need to like explain myself. All right. This is the like engine, it's not the engine cover because this is a rear mount engine, but it's sort of the deck lid in the front of the car, or the trunk lid in the front of the car, or whatever is going on in the front of this car. That's where it is. And it's right here. And it's not locked in to the other side yet, but it will open up just like this. Tanjam says that one is also Jefferson Airplane. Okay, what about all the leaves are brown and the sky is gray. I've been for a walk on a winter's day. That one's got to be Mamas and the Papas, right? Why do I have those two bands confused right now? Yeah, okay. Tanjam says that one is the Mamas and the Papas. It must have just been like a sound of like that time. Mm-hmm. Moms and dads, that one. Yep. All right. You come to Boone Builds for this, right? You know it's part of what you get, right? Or am I disappointing you? Okay, Jesse's backing me up. Jesse is helping me save face by saying similar singing styles. Okay, cool. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. All right. And somewhere the Green Acres theme song just pops in there. Y'all, maybe I'm losing it. Maybe by the end of this stream, I'm just gonna. I shouldn't joke about that. It's morbid. My bad. Is this right? This looks right. I should probably check my text messages because my phone was blowing up a minute ago. I don't know what they're talking about. But whatever, I guess. I'm working. I am toiling away in here. Tanjam said, well, you managed to get Starman out of my head at least. Not for long. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'll blow our minds. There's a starman. That's a terrible impersonation of Bowie. I'm sorry. I'll spare you any more of that. And Tanjam, you're welcome. It sounded that you typed that as if you wanted to have it back in your head. So that's why I did that. Apparently, Bowie matched the cadence of Starman to Somewhere Over the Rainbow. That makes sense to me. There's a starman. Let the. All right, cool. I like it. The next time I hear, I'll go hunt down something that plays them together. I bet someone's done it. I imagine someone's done it, and if they haven't, then well, must be my chance. Tan Jam says it's just a great song. Yeah, it is. It is a great song. And Brickham Zen says, great. Now I got to go watch the trailer. Hold on. Brickham, had you not seen it? You saw it, right? What is your favorite Pixar movie? Zacky's World says, what is your favorite Pixar movie? Hey, everybody, put your favorite Pixar movie in the live chat. Better yet, put your favorite Pixar movie in the actual comments below the video. My favorite Pixar movie is probably Toy Story 2. I don't know how long I'll stand by that. I don't know. That's a hard question to answer. But I think if I have to just like throw something in there, maybe Toy Story. Maybe Toy Story 2. I want my answer to be Toy Story / Toy Story 2. I'm sure that's either not allowed or maybe you'll allow it. Tanjam says top 3: Incredibles, Toy Story 2, and Up. Cool. Hey, Zach Haley is with us. Everybody, welcome back, Zach Haley. He was one of our guests last night on the Lightyear episode of Bricktorious. That was so much fun. Had a lot of fun with that. You know, it really like relieved the pressure of like having one featured guest and like feeling like having to do right by them. You know, it was sort of like a shared responsibility and we sort of all shared it. Zach says it was such a party. I was just about to right before I came into the stream, I was just about to go and make public some of my old Buzz Lightyear videos that like one has like 1.2 million views, another has 800 and some odd thousand views. They are by far my most viewed videos across this whole channel. And I thought about going and making them public again, like just temporarily, and then maybe like putting cards and what do you call it? Cards and end screens pointing to the video we did last night and just see what kind of traction it gets. And then that would also allow Jeff and the folks who have heard me say this, you know, talk about them, the opportunity to go back and watch them if they want to. It's kind of like classic Boone Builds, pre Boone Builds, classic. I used to call my channel Toy Replay. And that's why I hid them, because I changed the branding and I feel like it got too confusing for like people who subscribed to the channel watching that content. So I don't know. Maybe I will. I was about to do it like a few minutes before I started this stream, but I didn't end up doing it because my kids walked in from school. And so I wanted a minute before the stream to like talk with them. So I didn't get around to doing that task of making those videos public again. But I think I will. I think as soon as I'm done with this video, I will go ahead and do it. I'll make them public. Just a few of them. Just like a handful of old Toy Replay videos. Yeah, Zach says, give me that Toy Replay. Yeah, absolutely. We could have talked for hours. Absolutely. No doubt. We could have kept going, I suppose. But I knew you had company coming and I wanted to interface with my wife and kids just a little bit before my kids went to bed. I also they were sitting down to eat just as we were starting the stream yesterday. So I wanted to eat dinner. It was time, but it was lovely. And Zach, if there's ever a topic that comes up in the future that you might be good for, I'll do my best to keep you in the loop, because that was a lot of fun, man. Your energy on the stream was really infectious. I appreciated it. Infectious is good, right? There's a star man. Something in the sky. Zach says was just talking about TR Toy Replay with some community folks at the podcast. We talked about the grind that was Toy Replay and the effort day in and day out that you put in that channel. Yeah, it's pretty wild. I feel like if I'd had the space in the last year to put in the kind of time and effort I was on Toy Replay on this channel, I would have really blown up somewhere along the way. I don't know. It's a everything in life is a trade-off of priorities, right? It's always about navigating those priorities, figuring out what's really important right now in life. I'll always do this, and I hope it continues to grow, but there are also I got responsibilities. So I appreciate y'all being here. It's always this has been this whole YouTube thing has been a passion of mine for years. And it's taken a lot of years to get this far. So I appreciate you all for being on that journey with me. You're cool. You're all cool. Couldn't do it without you, literally. This wouldn't be happening. If y'all weren't watching right now, I'd be doing this alone. Fazoom says, wait, Batmobile again? I'm just still building it. Space. Oh, and sometimes I think I would like to create some more what's the word? Like kind of some reflective content, about just exploring kind of like the journey of creativity and content creation and Lego, and just kind of like diving into those kind of like thoughts and conversations about those types of things. And I don't really know if it's really know if it's something people would be interested in. Like, I think some of you might be interested in it, but I don't know that it would be all that interesting to many other people. But I'm thinking about that stuff all the time. Oh, let me get you all in on this quote. So I saw Dune, and I last night on HBO Max, I was going through the Dune sort of special features. They've got some stuff on there. And one of them is about the Dune music. And the music director of that, the composer is Hans Zimmer, which he's incredibly famous for his film compositions, but they were doing some really out of this world stuff. Get it? Out of this world, because it's not in this world. And he said, if you surround yourself with incredibly brave, reckless, and talented people, they'll lead you into new directions automatically. Isn't that cool? I think that's cool. Jesse Robbins says, have you ever done a behind the scenes of your studio? I did. I started it. I started one last year when I started cleaning this place up, and I'm just not done with the project yet. So I'm very close. I want to do like a full studio tour before the end of the year. I can say that it's almost November. Sometime my hope is November. If not, definitely December. And if I don't, then I want every single one of you to unsubscribe. If I don't make a studio tour video before the end of the year, like a legit tour studio, video, then I want to be publicly disgraced, because it is about time. So yeah, I definitely want to do it. Yeah, it's a pretty good quote, right? There are some other gems out there. I've been saving them. I've been saving my favorite quotes. Maybe I'll make a favorite quote, and I'll come up with a way to like relate it to Lego. If you haven't seen my keynote from Brick World, not Brick World, from Brick Slopes, I'd recommend you watch it. It was there with a bunch of Lego fans, but I really kind of like talked about the fan community. I talked about creativity. It was a lot of fun. And I've gotten some good positive feedback about it. So that's a little bit more of that kind of stuff. Boring people won't inspire you. Well, that's true. Yeah, Jesse, I will do it. I will do the studio tour. And I will call that video Tudio Sewer. And it will get 0 views because nobody ever searches for Tudio Sewer. I'm just kidding. That doesn't matter. Okay, we're putting the other quarter panel on here, everybody. Man, this car's gonna be rad. I should motorize this thing, shouldn't I? That would be pretty cool. I bet this engine could just pretty easily be replaced with a Technic motor and put something in there to do the steering. I'm not going to do that today, but it would be a fun idea for the future. I will do it in the future. Okay, something's missing. Well, it's whatever that is. So I don't know when that was supposed to go on, but apparently it was. We're going to get it done in the future. All right. Tanjam says challenge accepted. What? What's the challenge? Zach says that's the overwhelming full energy comment of wouldn't that be cool if, and you just run away with an idea with a group of inspired people. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of that, Zach, I would love for you to tell me the secret here, folks, is Zach is local. He doesn't live that far away from me. So sometime off stream, Zach, we need to talk about what kind of days you have free for like doing hilarious stuff on YouTube, because I have a big idea and I'm going to need some help with it, and it's going to be local, and it'll just be like on a Saturday afternoon or like a Saturday late morning. And I'm going to be looking for some buddies to come help me with it. But anyway, Jesse says, where we're going, we don't need roads. Marty, you're not thinking fourth dimensionally. Heavy. You keep using this word heavy. That was sort of slip. That was starting to slip into my what's his name? Who's that? Who's that wacky dude? It was starting to slip into my Christopher Walken. Marty, where you going, Marty? All right. And we need another one of these. Easace. How you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. Easace, welcome back to the chat. Am I saying that right? Zace. It's like face, right? Is there something wrong with the gravity? Is there something wrong with the gravity in the future? The Earth's gravitational pull. Something like that, right? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, that's weird. Okay. And then what? This goes up here. Although my sound is a song sounds way better than my name. Oh, although my name, what? Your name sung in a song sounds better than your name? Have you checked out the movies that made us on Netflix? No. Oh man, that would be fun. I got to watch that. Okay. Now I got to build like the other kind of running board. We did this on the other side like many, many steps ago, and now we're doing it again. I always find it interesting when, like, particularly in these Technic sets, how sometimes like some mirrored image submodels make sense to do like back to back. You do one, you do the other, or they might even be on the same page and you just pop them both on. And then sometimes it's like you do one on one side and then you don't get to the other until pages, or even bags later. I mean, it makes sense, but I find it interesting. Zach said that's the follow up to the toys that made us, right? Some gems. The Back to the Future is one of the really, oh, it's a really good one. Yeah. Is it a whole episode on Back to the Future? Tan Jam? Is there a whole episode on Back to the Future? Brickham's Den says, I can't stand the pace of that show. Moves way too fast, and the narrator is a little annoying. Oh. Well, okay. I guess Brickham's Den has opinions. Rick, I'm just messing with you. Everyone's entitled to their opinions. Not every opinion is one that needs to be shared out loud in the world, but that one's fine. You're welcome. You're welcome here, Brickham. By the way, I can't wait. I know I've said it. We're gonna have Brickham's Den on Bricktorious Live in that's this Thursday, right? So 6 days away. Y'all, I was at Fred Meyer today, and Fred Meyer is sort of like if you have a Kroger, it's the same company. It's not too dissimilar from like Target with a grocery store. What's another? It's kind of like Walmart, but just a little bit cozier, I think. And we were there today, walking around, buying some stuff for a Halloween party that we're gonna have with the family on Sunday. And the music they were playing was so good. I just kept dancing down the aisles to these different jams that they were playing in Fred Meyer. And then when we get to the checkout, and Phil Collins comes on. And it's I don't know the words, but it's dun, 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 dun. I don't like to go outside. And then the pre-chorus goes, oh, and I don't mind. No, I don't mind. So take me home. Cause I don't remember. Take me home. Cause I don't remember. That run is so hard for me. But I turned to Danny and I was like, how fitting that they would play Phil Collins' Take Me Home while we're at the checkout stand. because we were done at Fred Meyer. We were checking out and we were ready to go home. And it's like they were playing us out. It's like they knew we were there. They were like, all right, Boone and Danny are here. We better play them a good song to play them out. Because I don't remember. What did it? I can do it with like, because I don't remember. Because I don't remember. It's hard. I have reasonable control over my voice. I don't have that much control over my voice. Sometimes I can nail that one. I like to sing that song at the end of a Lego convention when I'm packing up and everybody's packing up all their stuff. And I sing, take me home. And I just belt it out so that everyone in the convention can hear. Because, that's a thing Boone Langston would do. All right. Apparently, I also talk about myself in the third person. Apparently. Brickham says, oh, what are they doing? That's a good song. You're hitting it. Okay, good. It sounds like I'm hitting it. Danny tells me there's this new Adele song. I think it's a new Adele song that has a really similar run. It's like, Danny, what's that Adele song? Danny's standing at the door singing this Adele song to me. So it goes like, take it easy on me, baby. Something like that. And Danny's theory is that the less hard you try to hit those notes going down, the more natural it comes. Which I think is probably a pretty good theory. Danny, thank you. She said, you're welcome. We still good here? Let's see. I feel like we're an hour and 13 minutes in. I don't know if I'm going to finish by 5. I won't go long over, though. We've only got 2 more bags. Hopefully, they're not that intricate. The last thing I've seen in the live chat is Jesse said you're hitting it. And it seems like that's been a while. So I just want to make sure the connection is okay. View it on YouTube, but I don't want to hear it. Yep, good. Okay. I guess we're okay. Y'all got quiet. You got quiet in the chat. Quiet in the chat. Okay, Tan Jam is like, yep. Is it that time? Everybody had a snack and then just sort of like is vegging out now. This looks so cool, you guys. Have you brought Danny on for anything? No, Danny doesn't want to come on. Danny's like a silent partner. She I can't tell y'all how much work she does. She does an incredible amount of work for our business. Of which YouTube is a slice of the pie, right? But there's a lot of other things we do. Brand deals, engagements. But she really likes to be off camera. Yep. Tanjam says, I'll admit I was going to pass on this set, trying to be more selective, but you're selling it for me. I'm pleased with it. And here's the thing is it's like, even if it wasn't a Batmobile, it would be a cool car. I think my only complaint about this is that it doesn't have suspension. Maybe I should figure out a way to add suspension. I think they've built it in a way that like it has just enough flex that you'll get a little bit of suspension action, but people want a wife/partner D&D game and they will have none of it. Haha, yeah. But I will tell you this, Danny has just started building for fun. Just in the last couple of months. She said to me, she's like, "Hey, would it just help if I like built something, to kind of get through, to help you get some things done?" And that was during just kind of a really busy couple of weeks back at the end of September, beginning of October. And I said, "Yeah, I need to do something with this blacksmith shop." And I hadn't built it. And I was like, "You want to build the blacksmith shop?" And she was like, "Yeah." And she loved it. And the blacksmith shop is not like a starter set by any means. So she did a great job with it. And then and it's an incredible set too. Blacksmith shop, if you're at all into the medieval stuff, is just really beautiful. I mean, there's just over and over again, you build just these incredibly little creative, beautiful submodels, that go into that thing. And the techniques are really great. And then I was out of town for a week working. Yeah, Tangem said it's one of the better sets of the year. Absolutely. I was out of town working for a little bit, and for like a week. And Danny was like, "Do you have another set I could build?" She's like, "So I have some stuff to do while you're gone." I was like, "Yeah." And so I pulled out the bookstore from a box of stuff from Lego Masters, and the medieval blacksmith was her first set, and she's helped the kids, she's built with the kids, to help them with their own, birthday presents and Christmas presents and stuff like that. But she's never just sat down and like built for fun. And so now she's done the medieval blacksmith, and she's done the bookshop. And the bookshop was literally just for fun. Like I didn't need it for anything like I did the blacksmith. So yeah, it's cool. And that is a very new, but I've been at this Lego stuff for years, and it's very new for her to pick it up. I don't mind. So take me home, 'cause I don't remember. This is, it's interesting. I feel like in this model, because they made it a replica of the Batmobile, I feel like it's a little bit simpler in like some areas as far as Technic goes, but it's got some really cool things in other ways. So it's like, they knew they had to achieve, every time Lego product designers design something, they've got a limited set of resources, whether it's time or parts or just all the different types of budgets that can work into these things. So it's very rare, except really with kind of like the 3-in-1, like the creator 3-in-1 stuff and some of the ideas stuff. It's really rare to get sets that really just have everything. You can always sort of see some signs of like they sacrificed this to get this, and it's just always kind of the name of the game. And so in this one, it's like I think they probably sacrificed a little bit of intricacy in some of the typical Technic ways. Like this door is just really simple. Like there's nothing really cool about it. Like it doesn't even, I don't know. But on the other hand, this vehicle didn't really need like the Bugatti and the Sion had incredible, details like that, but they were also like what, like $300-$400 sets. So, for $99, I feel like this one's pretty cool. $99. Do you remember that old Looney Tunes thing where Daffy Duck is Looney Tunes, right? Daffy is like trying to race. There's like a radio contest, and they say like $1 million, $1 million, and they find out that when they get there, it's a box. It's the $1 million box, and it's a box with 1 million boxes inside. And then so basically I think Daffy and Bugs, or Daffy and someone else, are like battling to be the first to get there to get the $1 million, but it's actually a $1 million box, a box with 1 million boxes inside. And then Daffy's so frustrated that he gives up and he just lets Bugs have it. And then it turns out that there's $1 in each of the 1 million boxes, so it is $1 million. So there you go. Life lessons from Looney Tunes, folks. Life lessons from Looney Tunes. The $1 million box might actually have $1 million in it. Interpret that as you will. Jesse says, I feel like the Saturn V is almost perfect. No sacrificing. Yeah, correct. And that's an ideas set. There are those sets out there. Like I said, I think that Creator 3-in-1 or Creator Expert, Ideas in many cases. I know Creator Expert is not what it's called anymore, but you know what I'm talking about. And maybe sometimes like Star Wars UCS, sort of those ultimate collector type things. Those tend to, they get a lot of leeway. They get a lot more leeway, particularly at those price points and those themes. They really get to kind of push the envelope on like what they're able to do. But that is not true across, I'd say the majority of Lego themes, particularly at lower price points. I mean, price just has a lot to do with it. I'm not supposed to be building 2 of these, am I? No, I have a feeling, though, I'm going to build another one of these mirror image. What do y'all think about that? I think Sam Hatmaker and I were talking about that it would be nice if some of the more advanced sets would just assume that, like, if they had some symbol for, you got to build this twice, but they got to be mirrored. That we could do it, couldn't we? So odd. They said they were rebranding it, but haven't changed the website category. Oh, is it still Creator Expert? Yeah, well, another thing about Lego is every part of the company sort of operates like a different company. So when people get ticked off about like ideas or something, and then they try to relate it to like one of the other themes, or they get upset about well, if they're upset about something in product design, but then they sort of like blame it on something with web design, and it's like, y'all, that's never going to get reconciled. They run like 2 different companies. Lego is like one giant company made up of 100 smaller companies. And I just don't blame them for that. Like, it just doesn't bother me. But to each their own. Yeah, very compartmentalized, right? Specialty parts, UCS, yeah, for sure. But they still don't produce a lot of parts that can't be something else, right? Like even when they make a specialty part for something, most of the time it can still be used as something else in a different theme. I'm trying to make heads and tails of this. Yep, for sure. For sure. And of course, when I make those kinds of statements, I think somebody said like, don't judge a box by its cover. Yeah. Don't judge a set by its box. Almost everything I say is generalized, right? Like, I know there are exceptions. Oh, this is cool how they made this look like it's kind of angled. You just have like stacked plates over these bars. There's 4 long bars in here, just like Darth Vader's lightsaber blade. We're kind of making up the tail light, it looks like, but it's kind of, they made it angled. I'll show you in a moment. It's going to be hard to see on here. We'll see if we can see it. Because I don't remember. Yeah, the UCS Falcon windscreen comes to mind. But then, of course, they can, they can use that mold for other things. I don't know if they have on that one, but it's sure, it's certainly a shape that's within system. And they could use it again. It's really like, when they're working with a company that says, like, oh, just make, I remember hearing when they were working with Bugatti wanted them to make some really specific parts. And they were like, no, we don't do that. So focus. That's what I'm talking about. This might look cool if I shine my flashlight on it. You see that? There, that's a little bit better. So it's like 3 kind of translucent bars, but they appear to be 3 different lengths, sort of making like a triangle shape. The other day I pulled my phone out of my pocket and Danny was like, do you know your flashlight's on? And it had been from like hours before. Greenhouse top. Speaking of judging sets by the boxes, the tragedy of the hidden sideline, which is actually really good. Yeah, man, those were so cool. I miss that. I want to, as soon as I'm done with this studio organization project, I want to start building a little town back here. And I think I'm going to use the what's going on with this? I think I'm going to use the hidden side Letterman's jackets as like my high schoolers in the town, and I'll come up with a new name for the high school. Because I think those Letterman's jackets are so cool with the squid on the. Is the squid on the back? Is there a squid on the front? I think it has on the front. It's got the NB for like, what is that? Newberry High. Y'all don't hold me to that. Don't hold me to anything, please. I have too many dreams to achieve them all. But I'm going to try. I really am. Newberry. I miss Newberry. Looking for ghosts and something about a. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm going to write that song. Does anybody remember? I think what was the name of that band? ELO? I Miss Mayberry? Or was that the Rascal Flatts? I miss Mayberry. Sitting down, drinking cherry, Coke, watching the world go by. Na 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 na. Yeah, we could rewrite that, and it could be about Newberry. It could be about how what's that? How Hidden Side has gone away. Never enough time in the day when you were Never enough time in the day when you were motivated. Never enough time in the day. Yep. The studio. Are you in a garage basement? It's a garage. My studio is a garage, but it's not a garage anymore because it doesn't have any cars in it. Or maybe that's not the definition. What is the definition of a garage? That'd be interesting to find out. I'm not gonna worry about it right now, but Watching the clouds go by. I think it's the clouds. I thought maybe it was the cows. On a nice cold cherry Coke. There's the one time around where they like say it. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, so I just made like one rear quarter panel, wraps around the end for the taillight. And I think I'm about to just immediately start on the next one before putting the first one on, which kind of makes sense. They probably all wrap together and then just go plonk right on the back. Jesse says good night. Oh, and just as Jesse's saying good night, Snow Lena says good morning from Australia. Snow Lena. Wait, Snow Lena, weren't you just in the last stream, which was like 4 hours ago? Does that mean that you only got like 3 hours of sleep? Or am I imagining that? Maybe it was last night's stream. Jesse says, you almost started humming the beginning of Lean on Me. I certainly can. I was about to start singing Stand By Me. How does Lean on Me start? First words. Snowlina says sleep is for the weak. Who can hit me with the first words of Lean on Me? I think I was singing it to the tune of Stand By Me. Do. Oh, Tanjam, you taking off? Bye, Tanjam. Bye, Tanjam. Keep on keeping on. Gotta keep on keeping on. Lean on me. Lean on me. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you care. Oh, it's sometimes in our lives. Danny just popped in. Sometimes in our life, we all have pain. We all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me, but when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Oh, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Call on me, brother. I tried to change keys there. When you need a hand, we all need somebody to lean on. You just might have a problem. I just might have a problem that you'd understand. Just call me when you need a friend. All right. We're building the Batmobile and singing Lean on Me, I guess. We already been building for... I've done too much singing and not enough building. I'm not going to finish this thing in a half hour. I got to build. I got to build faster. Faster. Better. Build it faster. Adam says, you finally made it to 5,000 supporters, Boone. Yeah. Yep. And speaking of 5,000 supporters, I'm telling you all here right now, in the next couple of weeks, for a 5,000 supporter update, I'm going to try to kick out a song. I'm going to try to kick out a little Magic School Bus song. The thing I got to do is I got to not overthink it. I just got to knock it out. I just got to crank it out, make it what it is. It'll be fun. And I got to share it. Otherwise, it'll just never get done. If I overthink it, anybody else here have that problem? I definitely have that problem. If I overthink it, it just won't ever be a thing that exists. All right, Snow Lane, I see you have a question. So how far through the build are you on this one? I've only got the 66 Batmobile so far. I was looking at this one. I'm on bag 6 of 7 bags. So I'm fairly close. I guess kind of fairly close. Oh, and now I'm putting this rear quarter panel on, which means I'm even closer than I thought. How does it go? Okay. This goes down here. All right. All right, I'm going to try to share this with y'all while I put this on. Y'all come for Lego, and that's what I splay. And then this goes here. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, we got stuff coming apart here. That's not good. What's up? What's up? Is that right? Something's not. Oh. I'm not getting everything lined up here. There were 3 pins that had to hit there, and I only was paying attention to 2. Jeez, what is going on? I guess that goes into a hole. That's why it wasn't lining up, because I was aiming the whole bottom at the wrong hole. Okay. That works. And then this has to go in right here. Man, that's a lot of things. That's a lot of pins that have to engage in different spots. But, you know, if you've built Technic, you know what you're getting yourself into. There we go. Oh, man. That's looking rad. This almost, I don't know, is it like some sort of funky rear engine Camaro or something like that? That's kind of what it looks like to me. Okay. Brickman, what's your challenge? Brickman says, I got a challenge. Boom, bop, boom, boom, bap, boom, 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 boom. Batman, Batman. Now building the other side of what I just built. It's a lot of pieces kind of like shoved together. Oh, thank you very much, Jesse. I should really like, if I really like put some time into honing that, I could really put out some cool stuff, I bet. But maybe maybe that's what I should do in TikTok, like some Lego beatboxing. Okay, where does this go? Like that. Got it. Brookman Mosaic says, Boone, I want you to build some Halloween decor for your house. When you're done building the Halloween decor, take a pic of what you have built and DM it on Instagram. I will post it on my story. I don't have enough time for that. I'm working on other things. I'm working on secret stuff for Halloween. So, and I'm helping my kids finish their Halloween costumes. So maybe if you'd asked me like a month ago, maybe, but I don't know. I literally thought you started up a beat machine. Huh. You know that song? Remember that old Thanks for the challenge, Brickman. You know, I like challenges, but I'm just the other thing is I gotta finish cleaning up this space. I gotta do it. So tomorrow I'm making a big push to work on the space. And then the very next day is Halloween. So certainly isn't gonna happen this year up in here. But it's a fun idea. It's a fun idea. It's just one of those. I got to embrace the goodness of my priorities. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, we all have work to do, don't we? Yeah, Funky Cole Medina. Yeah, that's exact. I don't even know what that is. Like, I don't know if it's some kind of drum or. Wait, did I miss a sub? Oh no, it's right here. I'm like, it's like showing me to put a sub assembly on right here, and I'm like, have I missed it? But it's like all right here. Just seems like a lot for like a pop out or a call out. But I think they're just assuming that I can do it. By the way, Jesse, I'm so glad that from those few little noises you got Funky Cole Medina. Snolena says, can you send me some of your motivation, please, Boone? I need to clean up my entire house. There's Lego from one end to the other. Oof. Yeah. All right. Snolena, you can do it. You can do it. You just have to Believe. I know it sounds like a cat poster, but it's true. It sounds like either a cat poster or something Ted Lasso would say. Ha-has, ha-has, like that. Okay. Cheesy early 90s drum roll. Yep. Funky Cole Medina. I went to a concert. Speaking of funky, I went to a concert by a band called Lawrence, and it was awesome. They played Lawrence the band. They played all these songs that were just like the entire thing was oh, come on. The entire concert was just like stand up dance music. Lawrence the band. They've got some great music. And they covered that funky. You know that song that you know what song I'm talking about? The one with the Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Two hops. You know that one? They covered that song and everybody in the entire audience was doing it. It was brilliant. I think crowd participation is one of the most inviting things that an artist can do for their audience. Or a YouTuber for that matter. That's why I do my what are those things called? Trivia nights. That's why I do the trivia segment on Bricktorious Live. Because if you just wanted to come watch, like, who wants that? Like, people want to be engaged. And so when Lawrence the band did the what's that called? The whatever that song is called, and we all did it. And the entire crowd was doing it. A bunch of strangers. We loved it. We had such a fun time. I was like, these people know how to be entertainers. I once saw a guy with an acoustic guitar and a like homemade PowerPoint presentation put on such a great show because he had all these like hand-drawn like animations in a PowerPoint presentation that went along with his music. And one of the songs he did was Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes. And y'all, this was in like a club. This was like in a 21 and over venue. And he did Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes. And he just made it so much fun. And it had like the animations on the screen to go along with it that it was like, it was just perfect. And he just invited everybody into it. It was fun. If I'm in another band, that's the kind of band I want to be in. Just like, invite us to your wedding reception, invite us to your whatever, and we'll just get everybody doing some ridiculous stuff. I don't know if I'll ever be in another band, but if I am, my buddy Jason and I, he was the bass player from my old band, and he plays guitar now, and he's learning to play piano now, and we talk about it all the time. Quite frequently, we talk about what our new band is going to be like. But, COVID hit and there's like no live venues anywhere for a long time. There are now, I'm sure. What is going on with this? Something seems wonky here. Something doesn't seem quite right. Oh, I put the wrong hole. You know, when it doesn't seem right, it's probably not. That's what I've learned. Getting really close to the end of bag 6. My back's starting to feel it. Maybe I need to sit up a little bit straighter for a while. Brigham's Den says, Boone Builds, I played drums in a band in high school for a year or so with 2 of my buddies. Good times. In high school, I was in marching band and I played accordion. And we did a Cirque du Soleil field show. And I was actually recruited to the marching band because in the Cirque du Soleil field show, there was an accordion part for the middle movement of this 3-movement show. And we were on vacation. I'm from Eastern Washington. We were on vacation to the Oregon coast. And it was in August, late August, and got back to a voicemail from someone that I knew who knew I played accordion. I was like, hey, band directors want to know if you'll be in the band. We need an accordion player. It ended up being a really intense, very, very, very intense thing that I did, because there were 7 directors. There was like a director, an assistant director, a pit director, a drumline director, a percussion director, like the pit. There was like a pit percussion director and a pit. There were 2 pit directors, and then there were 2 like flag team directors. So there were 7 directors, and they ran it like a college football team. This marching band, and we won state that year. Like we won the big award at state, and they had for a couple of years. My school had for a couple of years before that, so I got to play accordion in that state championship marching band, but it was hard. Yeah, it was serious. It was like if you watch those movies where like if we were, for every minute we were late to band rehearsal, like during band camp, like was the 2 or 3 weeks leading up to the school year. That was the crazy thing, because it was like I got that voice message from my friend, or voice message. I got that answering machine message from my friend like the day we got back from our summer trip, and band camp, like 2 weeks of intense practicing every day, started like we got back on a Saturday and it started on Monday. So I had to like make a decision and then show up. But if for every minute you were late to band practice, you had to do a push-up or 10 push-ups. Yeah. So if you were 5 minutes late, that doesn't seem right. I think a push-up for every minute. So if you're 5 minutes late, you do 5 push-ups. And I remember kind of like getting upset in pit rehearsal and like maybe kind of mouthing off a little bit. And the pit director told me to go run 2 laps around the track. Yeah, it was wild, man. But they turned out a great band because we won state, and we did a few years in a row. Just take a photo of it before you pull it apart in case you don't like it and want to put it back together. What year did I graduate? What are you talking about, Sinolena? Just take a photo of it? I graduated from high school in 2002. That's the year I graduated from high school. You're gonna make me feel old. Although I don't know how old you are. You're talking about songs from the early 90s, so yeah, discipline can be very healthy. But it was intense. All right. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Mm-hmm. Speaking of discipline, I've been walking every morning for about 3 weeks now. Danny's been walking every morning for like 2 years, and she kind of welcomed me into her morning walking ritual, and I feel like that discipline has been good for me, and I hope to keep it up because I think it will be particularly good for me across a long period of time. 1998 here. Oh yeah, okay. So Jesse, we would have like just missed each other in high school, or 98. Yeah, yeah. So I went into freshman year at the beginning of 98. Rip Brickham's Den, old, haha, graduated in 93. Okay, well, good. Then I feel ooh, you make me feel young. No, but that's not that big of a difference. My next sibling. So I have 2 older sisters, and the one who was closest in age to me graduated in 1990. We were 12 years apart. And my other sister graduated in 87 or 88. All right, what's going on with this? We got something going in here. I hike, absolutely. Sergeant Army of 2 says I graduated in 2014. LOL. Hey, you know what? No, there's not going to be any judgment in my chat. Why won't this go on? Come on. I got it. Sheesh, that was a tough piece to put on. I got it. I got it. I got it. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's see here. So this one goes like this. These always trip me up a little bit. These half kind of connectors. Sometimes I put the half on the wrong side and then it ends up making the geometry slightly wrong. So I'm paying close attention here. Okay. So this one, I got to turn this thing around. I just want to make sure I'm putting it on right. I don't want to mess this up. All right. So we get this goes here. And then it goes like into here. Down, 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 down. I thought these crossed. Are we still going to get the ones that cross? Very nice people here as always. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you think so, Jesse. Great people attract the same usually. I like to think that's true. Cool. Look at that. Rad, man. Okay, I missed something somewhere. We've got 2 extras of these, and there's no way those should be extra. But the question is, where on earth should they be? Oh, down there. Okay. Good thing, because they're in a pretty convenient spot to just pop them in last minute. It's 5 o'clock, folks. Oh, wait. There's one. But the other side has it. So where else would it go? It shouldn't be extra. It's right there. Can I don't know if I'm going to be able to fudge that in there or not. Let me see. Maybe like this. Yep. The other thing I like about Technic is sometimes you can like fix your mistakes pretty easily because stuff just kind of like flexes around. All right. Cool. Okay, we're so close. Should I just power through? How many pieces is this? Okay, I'm just powering through. Danny, I'm powering through. I'm gonna wrap it up. Try to wrap it up in the next 20 minutes or so. I just want to let her know. I'm close, but I'm not done. So I'm just gonna try to power through and be done in the next 20 to 30 minutes. Cool. All right, thank you. What? She said I better sing some songs about it. Sometimes Lego gives extra parts. No. Well, just for the tiny stuff, but oh, Danny said her job is done inside, so she's taking the rest of the day off, but it is 5 p.m. So I've been having too much fun. Jesse says, thank you, Danny. Uh-oh. Oh, I got stuff rolling all over the place. Okay, surely I can crank this out. We got some gears, we got some wheels, we got all kinds of stuff in here. It's a lot of little pieces. I got to stop talking and just build. What kinds of things could I talk about while I just build? I gotta keep my eyes on the prize. Eyes on the prize. It's 11 a.m. on Saturday. When I first read that, I thought it said Sunday, and I was like, Snowlena, there's no way it's Sunday. Like, there's not a place far enough away in the world, but it said Saturday. I misread it, and I'm already struggling to find the pieces I need. Oh, Snowlena, $5 super sticker. Snowlena. Call 1-800-5-SNOWLENA. I don't know why I went there. That's not a real 1-800 number, and if it is, it probably has nothing to do with Snowlena. Sorry. Thank you very much, Snowlena, for the super sticker. Do I show that? Let's see. If I go to YouTube. Oh, it's so cool. No, I don't want to do any of that. I can't like show it up on the screen. Sorry. But hopefully you can see that. Something to talk about. Reflections on the last season of BM? Brick Masters? Lego Masters? Is that what you're talking about? Season 2? Is that what you're asking about? Let's give them something to talk about. A little mystery to figure out. Let's give them something to talk about. How about love? Love, 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 love. Thank you for the $5 super sticker, Snowlena. You are incredible. An incredible supporter of Boone Builds here. Appreciate you always. So glad we met. I think we met in a Brixie stream, right, Snowlena? Do. Yeah, okay, season 2. I thought it was a lot of fun. The challenges that I would have loved to build for were puppets and cliffhanger. I was pleased with the final results. I could have been pleased with the final results, probably with any of the 3 teams that were in the final. But I did not have any disagreements with the judges. I think some people did, but I was not one of those people. What else? I thought Evil Will was one of the funniest things of the entire second season. How he's like riding around in the cart, and especially when he's talking to Dave, and he's like, Dave, you know it's me. Danny and I have been listening to Smartless, which is Will Arnett and a few other folks. Will Arnett, who else? Sean Hayes, Will Arnett, Sean Hayes, the guy from Arrested Development. I have stream brain, so his name is like escaping me right now. And Danny, what's the name of the guy from Arrested Development? What's the name of the guy from Arrested Development? Jason Bateman. Thank you. Jason Bateman's the other one. Who actually, interestingly enough, we got to meet Jason Bateman on season 1, but they didn't mic him up when he walked in. He's just like, Bateman and Arnett are like super tight friends. And so he just literally like kind of came to hang out with his friend at work, you know, kind of see what's up with this and bring his I think he brought his son or somebody, you know, to see the set. And then he came around and he chatted with all of us, but they hadn't mic'd him up. So it didn't end up being on the show. But yeah, we got to meet Bateman. Yeah, thanks, Daniel. Jason Bateman is who I was talking about. Jason Bateman is who I was talking about. It's funny too because like I thought there was always like producers walking around and just like checking in on us and making sure things were going the way they wanted, and so we would just like constantly out of the corner of our eyes sort of like see somebody and maybe meet somebody new. And okay, this is really rad because look, there's sort of this like flame turbine, and when you push the car along, it's going to make the pistons go and those flames spin. That's pretty rad. That's pretty rad. Pretty rad. So Jason Bateman comes by and he's like, hey, so what are you guys building? And I looked up and I just figured it was like some producer that I hadn't met yet. And I just kind of glance up and I'm like, oh, we're working on a and then I did a double take. Like I looked at him, I started talking, looked back at what I was doing, and then I did a double take. And I was like, I had some big reaction, and I don't remember exactly what I said. I think if you asked Mark Cruikshank, he would probably remember what I said, but I don't. There was this, we also had this bit that didn't end up being in the final edit where Will was at our table and he pretended to be dead, and we kind of did like this Weekend at Bernie's bit with Will where like his arms were over my shoulders and Mark's shoulders, and we were sort of like propping him up, and I was doing like the Will Arnett voice. We died laughing. It didn't end up in the final edit. I don't know if I've ever shared that one. Y'all might have gotten that one for the first time right here. I don't think I've ever told it to the public before. All right. I'm pressing on. Yes, it spins. It spins. It spins. All right. Oh, yeah, no problem. Jesse says, awesome story. We had a lot of fun on that show, man. It was something else. Thoughts so far? Oh, on this build, I think it's pretty cool. I think there's a lot of really cool things about it. Trying to think about the price point. I think it's pretty good for the price point. It's just bigger. Like it's bigger than you would get for, a $60. Maybe if you could ever find this on sale for like an $80, you'd probably be in a really good spot. But I think it's pretty great. Wow, this is wild. Okay, so this goes toward the inside of the vehicle. For some reason, I got the Three's Company song stuck in my head. Jesse says, really cool seeing people in different countries and their different use of the English language, among other things. Okay. Cool. I watched Australia season 1, and then I've watched clips of other seasons, but Australia season 1 is the only other country I've seen in its entirety. The only other season from a different country I've seen in its entirety. I think I probably watched all of the UK, but it was really hard to watch because I was watching it on somebody's like, I don't know, kind of pirated YouTube channel where they had like all this scratchy noise sort of over it so that it wouldn't get flagged by the copyright thing, the system. So I kind of like I remember watching as much of it as I could, but I don't remember if it was the whole season or not. I think I just heard my kids say, "Where'd you get this trumpet?" I can hear them inside. I think I heard them say, "Where'd you get this trumpet?" And then the other one said, "He gave it to me." And the other said, "Oh." Almost like, "Where's my trumpet?" I don't know what they're talking about. Maybe I misheard them. Maybe it wasn't trumpet. I did just hear one of them say, "We're going to Mod." So maybe we're going to Mod Pizza tonight. I hope they don't leave without me. I just heard Charlie say, "Jordy, don't put that in your mouth." Okay, 5:15. I've got to be done by 5:30. If I'm not done by 5:30, folks, I'm just going to have to call it. But I will give it 15 more minutes. You got me for 15 more minutes here. I'm going to try to power through. It's time to put a sticker on. I get to put the dash instruments on. Jesse says Detroit style pizza is my favorite. What's Detroit style pizza? Here we go. And we get this. I'm assuming no plague, more extra costs. Oh, I'm assuming no plaque, More extra costs. A Batmobile must be displayed correctly. Yeah, somebody out there will make a custom one that you can print off. I guarantee it. We're going to see that in just like, I bet we'll see it in a month. You can print off the big sticker for the plaque for this car. That's my guess anyway. Oh, geez. Okay. So there's sort of like the dash. And maybe we're about to do some seats or something. Seems like I still have more than 15 minutes left in this thing. Oh, well, I'm just going to do my best. It's deep dish singular, but different than Chicago. Burnt cheese on the sides. Okay. So what do you mean singular? Deep dish singular, like for a one person or? Little Caesars actually makes a really good one, says Jesse. Oh, interesting. Okay. Trevor put a plaque with his Ecto 1, finishes it off nicely. Awesome. That sounds good. Did that didn't come with one? And in this set, we just get a plain old like a plain old like steering wheel that does nothing. So that's a little bit seems a little bit short. You know what? I wonder if some of these corners that they cut allowed them to hit a price point that seemed reasonable with like probably the extra royalties they, have to figure in for this set. It's like a gas pedal, looks like. Okay. Man, I'm just not seeing some of the parts I need very fast today. I think it's at the end of a build like this, I just start not being able to see pieces. Did it go under? Not seeing it. No, unfortunately. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to leave that alone and come back to it later because I can't find that piece and I can't spend more time looking at it. I like that steering wheel though. It's a cool steering wheel. Yeah, it's just a dummy steering wheel. Okay, we got another sticker. A couple of gauges, which go on one of these. Like that. Save the rest. So what do you mean save the rest? Save the rest for another stream? No, I'm too close. Maybe that's not what you're saying. Maybe that's not what you're talking about. Too close here. Thanks, Jesse. That's a kind thing to say. You appreciate my time and the stories. Yeah, good. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Yeah. Trevor says that's how I start my builds, not being able to see the pieces. I've found myself like when it's time to turn the page, I like reach for the mouse to click to the next page, like as if it were a PDF, but I just have the book right in front of me. So it's this weird like like a, I don't know, kind of a Pavlovian response. And then this is gonna go on this, like this. This is really Knight Rider-esque. I mean, seriously, like this is shaped like the Knight Rider. I think they really took some inspiration from Knight Rider. And the dash goes in, everybody. And the dash goes in. Boom, boom, boom. And the dash goes in. Somehow. Should just click, right? There we go. Cool. Jesse says, I have some original songs I wrote here on YouTube if you have a moment to check them out. Trevor says, Knight Rider, now there's a set. Is there a set, or are you just joking about this? Okay, now I get to make the seats. Here we go. 2 of them. So I can do it 2 times here. And then a lot of parts are going to be gone by the time we're done doing this 2 times. I'm going to try to fly. Jesse says, anyone else too? Oh, yeah. Anybody started watching Christmas movies yet? Just the other night, the girls started watching Christmas movies in this house. We always start with Elf. Elf is sort of a year-round movie for us. Knight Rider with the 18-wheeler. That's cool. Is that coming? Oh, you just want it. December 1st. Then 1 every day. Oh, I see. The movies. That's kind of a fun way to do it. You wait till December 1st, and then you do 1 a day until Christmas. What are your favorites? Jesse, I have not gotten the Titanic yet. I would like to. I don't know if I don't know. I'm not sure I'm all that interested in building the Titanic, but I do think it would be really rad to do an alternate model. Like a big spaceship or something would be cool. These seats are like very full of Technic pins. Big pile of pins just a moment ago, and they are getting eaten up by these seats. Home Alone, A Miracle on 34th Street. Hello, Book a Brick. Book a Brick. Good to see you. I love the music from Home Alone. Gotta sneeze. Ba-da-dum bum. Bum bum ba-da-dum bum bum ba-da-dum bum ba-da-da-da-da-da-dum bum bum ba-da-dum bum bum ba-da-dum ba-da-da-dum ba-da-da-dum. I want to know what Kevin's dad done for a living. Why? I've got that Christmas feeling now, yeah. Ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum bum bum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum bum bum, ba-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum bum bum, ba-da-dum bum bum, ba-da-dum bum bum, ba-da-da-da-dum bum, something like that. John Williams, everybody. Genius. Oh, y'all, we're getting so close. So close, and it's 5:30. Man. I just spent too long. I spent too much time singing and messing around. That's how you fill the money bags. What do you say? Government contractor? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When did John Williams die? I don't remember John Williams dying. Did that happen? Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Maybe I do remember that happening, and there's just been so much going on in the world. For some reason, that's not sticking out in my mind. Okay. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't think, like, there's not very many pieces here, but I got to get going. Okay, Trevor says he's alive and well. Why did someone say R.I.P. JW? Were they talking about someone else? Jurassic World? Jonathan Woodruff? James Wiener Schnitzel? Chris Alden. It's available in the United States on Shop at Home starting like 4 days from now. Wait, I've just done something wrong. But I said at the beginning of the last stream, this came from the A-Full Appreciation, no, A-Full Engagement team. So this set was sponsored by Effelet in the name of us getting to, oh, he retired. Oh, okay. What did you say? R.I.P.? I thought I saw an R.I.P. JW. You just mean he doesn't do scores anymore. Oh, you thought he had. You were like, he retired, which is, as far as we're concerned, just as good as death. Because we don't get any more John Williams in our movies. All right. The seats are going in. Here they go. Oh, Brick set has it listed as a 2022 set. Interesting. Well, I think usually the doesn't Lego technically usually list their stuff that comes out for Christmas technically I think usually is like Q1 releases. They just release it early because they want to sell it at Christmas time. I don't know. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's how it goes. Got to be close here. Got to be close. I keep saying that. We are. I know we are. It's very close. There's just all these little bits. It just takes time. So at this point, I have been building, but also doing some singing for 4.5 hours right now. So I think a little bit, I've gone about a half hour longer, and I've still got a little ways to go here than I thought I might on this build. I was really hoping to be done in a, what on earth? Okay, so this goes like this. I was hoping to be done in 4 hours, and it's going to be more like 4 hours and 45 minutes. Now I got all those Home Alone songs stuck in my head. This is actually pretty cool, the geometry that works out on this. So watch this. So we've got a hinge piece that goes to an axle. I use these all the time in my mocks. I love them. Then we got a couple of sleeves that go over that. Then another axle to hinge piece. Then we put in a hinge to pin and another hinge to pin. And then now this can like bend. And we've got a lot of different positions that can go in. And then we put this little pin to sort of like 90-degree pin. And then this goes in. This goes right here. Like this. Come on. Okay. And then this goes up here like this. And the math just kind of magically adds up. And we get that nice frame around the windshield. Okay. All right. Then what? Oh, these are all like the wheels. Yeah. Chris says, bit surprised that the guy that was on Lego Masters only has 21 views. Well, it's 21 concurrent viewers. So by the end of this video will have like probably 200 or 300 views, like by the end of the stream. And that just means that 200 or 300 different people came to watch while I was streaming, but only around 20 were ever watching it at one time. But you're telling me, Chris, because YouTube just I just feel like I just can't make it happen. Someone hasn't hit the thumbs up. All right, everybody, hit the thumbs up. Yeah, it's my fault for never reminding anybody to hit the thumbs up. Who's going to hit a thumbs up? Who's going to hit that thumb? Let me see it go up. Thumbs up. All right. If you're here, yep, I just saw another one come in. That thumbs up. Hit that thumb. Putting on wheels and tires now, folks. The algorithms are a bit much. Yeah. It's just, I haven't had anything like really hit in a while. But you know, I also like, I don't have the kind of time right now to give YouTube that I'd like to. So they know that. The algorithm knows, like, I'm not feeding it, so it's not feeding me. I think you need friendly Europe times for big streams. What? Why does that doesn't make any sense? Why Europe times? Friendly Europe times would be like in the morning, like in the morning it would be in the evening there, but when I stream in the evening it's in the middle of the night. Yeah, that could be. It could be that I need to do more in the morning, but I also don't know if I don't know. I don't think streaming alone is a very good content strategy on YouTube because you know, like let's say someone like Brixie, he streams, he gets a lot of concurrent viewers. He'll have, you know, hundreds of concurrent viewers. But he publishes every day. So he's got that compound interest on his daily publishing schedule. So popping on at any time to do a stream for someone like that, they're just going to get more notifications out to more people. Is what I think. The thing is if I'm streaming in if I'm streaming, did I do that right? Yep, I did. If I'm streaming in the morning in the United States and it's a good like evening time for people in the UK to watch, then I got like people at school or people at work in the United States. And my biggest viewerships are in like New York, California, some others. Yeah, you know, it's just is what it is. Brixie was messaging me at 5 in the morning already working on content. Yeah, well, I usually tend to stay up later. So, like, I'm more inclined to stay up until 4 a.m. than I am to get up at 5 a.m. But it's just also, it's priorities, you know? So, anyway, I mean, but those are all the reasons somebody would say, why does the guy who was on Lego Masters only have this many views? It just is what it is. I embrace the goodness of my priorities. 2 of those, I guess those only go in the back. So I can put the wheels on now, everybody. We are getting close. It is getting close. Come on. I'm sure my family wants to eat. Mm-hmm. 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 Heard this really interesting thing. Come on. Heard this interesting thing that it is the like it's a natural thing for some people to be morning people and some people to be like night owls, because what do you call it? Morning birds and night owls. Because back when we lived in caves, apparently, like some people were made to like stay up late and like watch out for lions and bears, while other people, the front one is even bigger, while other people got to sleep, and then those people could go to sleep when the morning people wake up, and then they keep an eye out. And that's why some people, like, it's natural to wake up really early and not. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sergeant says, that's it. I'm part of the night watch. This is so close. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right on. Look at that. That's a pretty cool looking wheel. We only got one more of those, and then it's done, everybody. Boom. Look at how it's like, I feel like I'm so far away from the end, and then just all of a sudden it just picks up, and it's like boom, 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 boom. And then suddenly it's like, well, the last little pile is leftover pieces. But it makes sense because they're all individuals. The big tips, if you've got pieces left over that shouldn't be left over, is how big is it? Is it bigger than what is typically a leftover piece? And how many are there? If there's two in the same bag, they probably should not be left over. One of them should not be left over. And now we get to put this piece with this. And that is the hand of God steering. Thank you, family, for us that they shared your time. Oh, thank you so much. Chris says, Snowlena, so small aside. Load of Lego. Amazon. All right. I'm going to guess that's between them. Okay, so this is brilliant. The way this is incorporated, the hand of God steering, which is this knob on the top that lets you steer the thing around. It's been in Technic sets for a long time. It is now also the button that makes the engine light up. Is that rad or what? So cool. All right, there it is, everybody. The thing is done. I think the light bricks were like pretty thoughtfully incorporated, and this is like a gear shifter kind of thing. The hood opens. You see the light in there. But it's just cool to see it through. I think it's cool to see it through. Look, you can see it through the front. Oh, that's rad. And then we've got the spinning fire, spinning flames. Pistons go up and down, and you press that button, and we get a little glowing engine. All right, cool. Thank you so much. You're all awesome. Snowlena, Trevor Baker, Jesse Robbins, Chris Alden. You've been great. Sergeant Bricks, everybody who was here during the stream, really wonderful. Thank you for watching. Please hit the thumbs up button if you like videos like this. Please subscribe and hit the bell if you don't want to miss out on notifications for this type of content in the future. And I'll switch myself with this so I can talk to you. Thanks again for watching. And until next time, go build.